everyone! This is Melia. So Melia was found at this sanctuary. Somebody abandoned her there alone in the bushes because that's why we don't want to give location to our people, because sometimes people come and when they don't want dogs, they just bring them there because they know we'll take care of it. Well, when you're fostering, it's like you're bringing home a child. So normally, yes, like if your dog is sick, normally you pay for the bills and you pay for the food. It's like having your own dog, but it's just if it's not working out or something, you can return it back. Well, depends what I use it for. All the time, like I use it for videos. Like if I don't know what like if a dog is sick, I watch how to treat the dog. Or sometimes if we have a pregnant dog or something, I watch how to give birth to a dog, like naturally. Well, it's, oh my god, I'm mixing French and English right now.
It's okay. Scooby Gang, Scooby Gang. Welcome to the new week. And today we have our boss on the co-hosting seat again, and I'm happy to see him in the co-hosting seat. And as always, I'm TJ and Mr. George.
Hello.
And we have Mia, the 11-year-old who is rescuing a lot of, I think, 40 dogs right now.
Yeah.
And you also have pigs.
Yeah, we have one pig.
One pig.
Yeah.
Why only one pig?
We need more
Because actually,
pigs.
pig is very expensive
Really?
to give them food. They eat
Okay.
vegetables and they eat 3 times a day, twice more than a dog. They're very
Oh.
expensive.
Oh my.
How hard it is to maintain the 40 dogs right now, and also maybe in future more dogs? Like how hard is that right now?
Well, we're not exactly sure, but we're around like maybe 40, 45 dogs. 5 more puppies came yesterday, plus 2 more. Like we have 10 puppies, and let's say 40 adult dogs.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So I actually have a really important question.
Mhm.
You're 11 years old.
Yes?
You don't have a job.
No?
You have no way of paying for all of these. How do you maintain and look after all of these dogs? It must cost you a fortune.
It actually costs a lot of money, but luckily I have a lot of donators, a lot of people who donates money to help me feed my dogs at the sanctuary.
Okay.
And we also have a platform called Patreon. It's like a monthly donation base.
Yeah.
So like this, when one person gives $10 a month, they help us feed like 2-3 dogs for a month.
Amazing.
Wow.
Amazing.
$10 feeds 2-3 dogs a month.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Probably pig will
So
be
technically, you do have a job.
yeah.
You're looking after
Yeah.
these
Kind of,
lovely
right?
animals.
But it's not my money.
So do you like doing it? So first of all, how did you get into rescuing dogs?
Well, it was when I first came to Bali 4 years ago. We came to Bali. We came from Canada because I'm from Canada. But yeah, in Canada, we don't have street dogs.
Yes.
Like if there's a dog on the street without its owner, it's probably a lost dog.
Yeah.
Because everybody in Canada, all the dogs are owned. All the dogs are cared for and all the dogs are fat. Like they're not skinny. So yeah. But when I come here, I'm like, where are all these dog owners? And then but people keep telling me this is normal. Like here in Bali, there's just dogs roaming everywhere. Like because there's homeless dogs here in Bali. So I'm like, but this is horrible because dogs is a man's best friend. We shouldn't treat them like that. So that's when I started street feeding, giving food on the street to street dogs and also medication for the itchy skin.
Okay.
So yeah, but then we just kept finding abandoned puppies and people like dumping dogs on the street, and we could not leave them there because they were alone without a mom to protect them. So we keep taking them to our house, but one day we had like 8 dogs at our house. We cannot do that anymore. We had a villa for rent. Like this is not our home. And the dogs were like peeing everywhere and stuff. So we decided to build a sanctuary
Okay.
where the dogs could be free, run freely, fed every day, and watched 24 hours 7. And those dogs would be rescue dogs that were rescued and needed to be in someone's care.
Yeah.
So that's how it started. And now it's been going for 4 years.
4 years.
Well, I started this when I was 8, so maybe 3 years because I arrived here when I was 7.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah.
When do you get chance to go to school?
I homeschool, so I don't go to school.
Okay.
I learn everything through life, and my mom and my sister is always in the background to help me.
Like here.
Yeah?
So, the why do you like do live school, like homeschool, instead of like all the regular kids going to school? And what? So, do you think you will make this rescuing dogs as your career, or like trying to be their like what do you call a social activist?
Activist.
Yeah.
Well, this is gonna be like my life career because once you started it, you cannot just like abandon 45 dogs.
Yeah.
So, and I like it. Like, I really love this job. Like, it's very fun taking care of 45 dogs. Like, it's like a huge family.
But I haven't really seen any in Asia like 11-year-old doing a job like
No.
have you ever seen?
We-
My first job was when I was 19, I think, 19 or 20.
That was a long time ago, wasn't that?
Yeah. I'm too old. I got white hair now.
Basically before you were born.
Yeah, probably.
100%. So
Yeah, I mean, we all know, the old lady with the 9 or 12 cats, that kind of story. But
Yeah.
we don't know the story of the 11-year-old with the 45 dogs,
Yeah.
which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, it is pretty awesome, actually.
So, I mean, this started with heartbreak, you seeing all the dogs on the street, itchy skin, underfed, and you take them in and you look after them. How much happiness have you gotten from all of these dogs one by one? Have you named every single one?
Yeah, I named every single one and I still remember them.
Okay, so A, B, C.
No, not the alphabet letters.
no, she was saying like I was asking her outside like oh, I want to get a dog. I mean, if I get a dog, and she was telling there was a putti. You mentioned that she is like a half breed of Kintamani. And
Yeah, Putti is mixed Kintamani, and
Yeah.
he's like you can see he's Kintamani. He just as soon as you put a water bowl next to him, there's no more water the next second. He just jumps in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So Kintamani is
And-
allowed to drink water.
No, they love to jump in it and get all dirty.
Okay.
But yeah.
Some would say Teja is also a Kintamani.
I know. I rarely take a bath, so. Like he asked, how much happiness did you get, like helping every dog, and also how do you name a dog? Like you see a dog and you call her Amila, and like how do you name a dog?
Well, how do you? It's very actually. Once you rescue the dog, you know that you saved someone that could have died if you left it there. So it makes you very happy. Well, makes me pretty happy. And how do you name it? Well, I just try like running names through my head till I found one that fits her.
Yeah.
And I found like names for already like all the dogs that I saved. So yeah, pretty much a lot of names.
Okay. And you remember all of them. That's very
Yeah.
impressive.
It's the same with Daisy, and she also remembers all the dogs, like Bali Pass. I interviewed. I don't remember everything. I don't even remember the human names, like I said in the past episode.
I don't even remember his name.
Yeah. He's just trying to be funny right now. But yeah, I think it's kind of also gives you that the memory power for you to grow your brain power, remembering
Yeah,
all
it's
the
a-
names all the time.
It's a good exercise to
it's
do.
really,
yeah.
Um,
Tell us a little bit more about what you've learned about Bali dogs,
Hmm.
because they can be quite different.
Well, Bali dog is actually considered a breed because there's a special breed called Bali dog, which was a mix with the Kintamani and a mixed breed dog. But now there's only like 15 left in the world because now all the dogs here are mixed breed. All the dogs on the street are mixed breed. They're not pure Bali dog. And you cannot, because look, if you say like a breed of dog, like an English bulldog, they're very strong, but they can be also very lazy.
Hmm.
And some dogs, like Labrador retrievers, love water and they are full of energies. But Bali dogs, you can never find a description because they all have different characters.
Okay.
Okay.
So, like my dog, he's a Kintamani mix. He has a lot of energy, but he hates water. He hates taking showers. So I need my dad to help him out.
See, I told you. It's just like Teja.
That's so interesting. Like, it's so every dog you say is very unique to the character of its own.
Yeah, at the sanctuary, we don't have a dog that have the same character. They're all different. They all have their own fears, and they all have what they love.
Yeah.
So how do you maintain all that? Like, how do you able to go about the day, figure out this dog needs to be making every dog comfortable in the sanctuary?
Well, with 45 dogs, it's a bit hard, but we get it. Like, we make it done. So, I know all my dogs very well. I know how old they are. I know all their backstories, most of them.
Yeah.
And I know, like, what they like because I spend a lot of time there. So, I know, like, what they like. Like, Rosie is one of our dogs. She loves howling, but she howls when she wants you to cuddle her.
Oh, okay.
So if she won't stop howling if you don't cuddle her. And sometimes people that comes are like, why are she howling? I'm like, you need to cuddle her, that's why.
Oh.
So yeah, the more you spend time with them, the more you know them. It's like a person a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you know that? Like if even like I can't even imagine like a human tells me to do something, I will understand it. But a dog, I don't know how it's gonna tell you to okay, I want to cuddle. Like how do you understand Rosie to that when she howls that it wants you to cuddle?
Because I did this for like 3 years, but now I know a little bit how. So when you spend like a lot of time with a dog that you really like, you start to understand. Like my dog, when he wants to go potty, he howls. He howls.
Okay.
So, and Rosie is the same. She howls, but if she wants to get cuddled. Or we have another dog named Molly. When she wants attention, she looks at you with puppy eyes and she puts her paws on your lap. She's like,
Isn't that most of the dogs?
Yeah.
No,
I feel
but
like-
most of our dogs, like, they jump on you of happiness, but she just comes to you and she's like putting
Very
her paws on
gentle.
your lap. Yeah, she's like the most gentle dog we have.
Okay,
that's so
what
cute.
would you tell, like, for me, example, I want to get a dog and I'm a foreigner here. I don't know how long I'm going to stay here. So, what would be the advice you give it to me if I want to get a dog?
So first, you need to start studying. You need to know what kind of dog you need, what size of dog you need, and what like personality of dog you want. Do you want a dog that will sleep on your lap, or you want a dog that has a lot of energy? And then when you know which dog you want, you go to, well, you find the dog that you want, like in a shelter or I don't know where. But then you instead of adopting it, there's a thing called fostering. You can do that. It's like you bring your dog home for a few weeks, and then if you like this dog and you don't have any problems with it, you can adopt it because you know, like, you're not gonna be moving in 2 weeks. So then you have to find like another family for the dog. So if you're fostering it, you can just, whenever you want, you can just return it to the shelter.
And what's associated in terms of costs with fostering?
Yeah.
Do you have to pay for the medication and food and everything?
Well, when you're fostering, it's like you're bringing home a child. It's the same thing as adopting, but fostering can just return. It's for a short amount of time. So normally, yes, like if your dog is sick, normally you pay for the bills and you pay for the food. It's like having your own dog, but it's just if it's not working out or something, you can return it back. And if it works out, you can just take it home with you.
Yeah. So if you some people say that dogs from the streets have, shall we say, trauma. They've been mistreated in a certain way, or they've lost their way, or they lost their character. What do you say to that? Do you say that's true? And if it is, for some dogs, what would you share to people about that fear of like, oh, these dogs are more aggressive, or they're like this or like that?
Well, it's true, but some of the dogs are really friendly. Like some dogs you meet on the street, you could just give them a cuddle right away. They will love you, absolutely. But some of them, they either run away or they start barking at you. And they start barking at you for two reasons. Either they're scared or they're just defending their home.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is this is the situation. But when the dog has a trauma, depends what kind of trauma, because there's low trauma, which is like just he was just scared like once, but it's easily fixable.
Yeah.
And there's deep trauma, like he is very scared.
Okay.
So all the dog needs is a lot of time and a lot of love. Like he needs to trust you and learn that everything's gonna be okay from now on.
Yeah.
So patience is main important.
Yeah, patience, a lot of patience.
Do you have a story of one of the dogs who had that was very difficult and had deep trauma?
We had a dog. Her name is Jojo. She was a mama with her two babies. And she was like, her owner really didn't like her. And sometimes he would like slap her or something like that. And then when we were moving the sanctuary, actually, our truck guy, like our guy is our friend, he like brings the dogs to the sanctuary in his truck.
Yeah.
He actually, when he came, he was like, I saw this dog on the way, like it's my neighbor's dog and my neighbor doesn't want him anymore. So she was in the little cage with her puppies. So we were like, of course, take her in. And she was very itchy, like also. So we brought her to the sanctuary. She had trauma. She was just looking at the corner of the cage. And even if we took her baby, she didn't do anything.
Oh,
Normally,
really?
a mama would try like to defend her babies.
Yes, exactly.
But when they are in deep trauma, they just like, they're very scared. So
And this abandoning happens a lot in Bali dogs, right? Like even foreigners, and I'm not sure about local people. I hear a lot of stories about foreign people. They come here, they adopt a dog, and they have to leave, or they leave the dog here, like without any care.
Abandoned.
Yeah.
well, that's what happens, because sometimes people like they find dogs on the street and they're like, I can't leave it here, so I'm gonna take it home. Sometimes they try to find adoptions, but adoption is very hard. So sometimes they're just left with a dog, but they're like people that is leaving in 1 month. So like they either give it to someone they know, or they just like don't know what to do.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
So what do you think will be the solution for it?
Well, it depends, because you could, if your dog is an adult dog like that is healthy and can defend itself, you could like leave it on the street but feed it every day.
Okay.
And take care of it, give medicine, give maybe a little dog house.
Yeah.
And if like you live in a hotel, you could tell the hotel owners that this is like the dog I take care. Maybe you could feed her once a day or twice a day, just to take care of her because I'm leaving next month or stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good solution. And don't forget cuddles.
Yeah, and cuddles.
Cuddles.
So, what do mom and dad say about all of this and what's been going on? I'm sure they're very supportive.
No, my mom is very supportive, and my dad too. My dad was actually very happy for that, because we had like 8 dogs at home. He's like, no more dogs, we have to get them out. So yeah, he was very happy about that also. And now since we only have my dog Snowball, we're like, no more dogs home. No, we have like a small apartment. We cannot. But we have a sanctuary, so it's okay now.
So you have one dog at home.
1 dog, yeah.
Okay. So
Why?
if you bring one of the dogs from the sanctuary home, that's not allowed?
Depends for how long. For
Okay.
fostering, of course, like it's okay. Adopting, I don't know about that. We don't have a lot of space at our home. Like
Sounds like you're bringing your work home.
Yeah.
yeah, like Melia, we brought her home for a few hours before coming here.
Okay. So why? I'm not sure. I didn't get the name of the dog which you have at the house right now. Like, why that particular dog?
Snowball.
His name is
Ah,
Snowball.
shit. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I used. Sorry.
Because like he was like, he not the he was the first homeless puppy I saw.
Okay.
So my friend actually rescued it. Like I helped her rescued it. And I just like there was something special with this dog. Oh my god. With this dog. And he was just like so cute. And my mom was like, okay, one dog is good. Like because we thought, Pomeranian dog. He was so tiny. We thought he would be a Pomeranian. He grows into a huge dog. We're like, this is not a Pomeranian.
Okay. Probably bigger than you now. Huh?
He is around probably like this. He's pretty big, but he's a Bali dog size. Like he's not a big dog, so we could still keep him.
Oh, he's not a big, chubby, fat dog.
No, he's actually like he doesn't like to be chubby and fat because he runs around so much.
Okay,
He's
good.
muscly.
Yeah, he's a muscle guy.
Oh, a muscle guy.
He should be in the one of the
Just like us, right?
Yeah.
Come on, who are we comparing to? For the table.
I know, exactly.
So you say abandoning is like you can ask people to take care of it, but in actual society, people won't care that much to take care of a dog.
Yes,
Right.
some people, because here a lot of people like are not educated, so they don't know what to do, and they have like one female dog, but then they don't have enough they don't know how to sterilize her, so then she roams around freely like a normal dog would do, but then boom, she gets pregnant, and then she gets babies, but they don't want the babies, and because they don't know what to do with them, they just abandon them. It's very sad.
Yeah, that's not great.
So it's very important to sterilize the dogs.
Yes, sterilization is really the solution here.
Yeah.
Because if all the dogs would be sterilized, Bali dog problems would be. If all the dogs were sterilized now, there would be no more dogs on the street.
Yeah.
No more homeless dogs because they can't reproduce. They cannot be homeless. So yeah, this would be the perfect solution.
If someone spots a dog out on the street, right? What's the bare minimum someone should try to do?
Feeding the dog.
Yeah.
Food and water is vital to survive. If they don't have that for a few days, they can die of hunger, of starvation. And they can also get kidney disease from dehydration, so this is very bad. So giving water and food to the dog is very good. And it depends what kind of situation your dog is in. Is it just like a normal adult dog with itchy skin? You can give it medication. If it's an abandoned puppy, you need to find maybe someone who can take care of it. Because if a puppy is abandoned without its mother, it cannot get food and it cannot get defended or warmed up. So it has not a lot of chances of surviving. Or if your dog is like a dog with a broken leg or something, you can try and take them to the vet.
Yeah, that's important.
And have you heard the stories that people are killing the dogs on the beaches?
Yeah, poisoning and
Yeah.
dog meat trade, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was last year or something. It's it's still happening.
It's still happening now, I know. It's very bad.
Yeah.
And
So
sometimes a little bit government led, right? Where they're trying to control rabies, for example.
Yeah.
But,
I never seen a dog with rabies here.
nor have I.
But my friend did, but it's not that common.
okay. So is that the reason Bali dogs are not allowed off the island?
Yes, because Indonesia is considered as a rabies country. But so if you bring the dog out of Indonesia into another country, they don't want your dog to bring rabies into this country.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is why it's difficult. But you can still do it even though it's illegal. And as long as your dog have been checked by the vet and approved, you're gonna be fine.
Okay.
But you said it's not that common. How can we educate other countries that Indonesia is not that much rabies country? Right?
Because rabies is actually a virus that if the dog's saliva goes on a wound, if the dog bites you, you can get it. If the dog is near you, it's not you cannot get it.
Yeah,
As long as you don't bother the dog, he won't bother you normally.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I don't really know how to answer about that question.
That's okay. That's fine.
Yeah, that's a smart answer.
You are 11 years old. You're not meant to have every answer that we throw at you.
I don't think I have any answers to.
We're learning a lot from you. Okay.
we're learning actually a lot.
Well,
So yeah,
Go for it.
I lost when you
You,
said
I interrupted you.
This happens
This
to me
happens
all the time.
Oh, no,
like
exactly.
I lost what I'm about to say. I'm like, why brain?
At least you have a brain. I got nothing. So, I mean, see, we're
there
doing
we
it
go.
again. We need to take turns
This
somehow.
never happens all the time. We won't have a lot of cuts at all. I think I'm trying to.
Bloopers, guys.
All right, keep that going. Okay, go.
Okay.
I'll save my question for later.
So the thing is that I know you are taking care of 45 dogs right now and one piglet or pig.
Pig.
Okay. So you spend a lot of time with them.
Yeah.
So how do you go by having fun?
Well, sometimes I'm like, because sometimes having 45 dogs in one place, sometimes they fight. Like, it's very hard to control that. But otherwise, why wouldn't it be fun playing with 45 puppies? Like, it's so fun. Like,
Exactly.
they're just so cute.
I can hear from your
I'm sure
voice.
your mom and dad are trying to peel you away from the 45 dogs at 8 p.m. at night saying, get home.
No, but sometimes it's like, I'm tired, so I'm like, okay, let's go home.
Okay. So I mean, is there anything else you do other than dogs and have fun? Try to have fun.
Well, we also have 3 cats.
And it's only
Okay.
cats and dogs. Like you don't go out to a beach or like go watch a movie.
No,
or
we
like,
do actually.
Yeah.
But when we go to the sanctuary, we at least try to spend 1 hour there.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So what's a typical day for you?
Well,
From the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep.
every day is different, but if I would say like one typical day, I would say normally I wake up, I watch a lot of inspiring videos on my phone, then I go with my mom eat breakfast, and then depends. Sometimes I have aerial silk class. So this is like, do you know aerial silk?
What is that? Like
Oh my god, how
my
am I
question was
supposed to
how to
explain
say
it? Mom, how am I supposed to? It's like you're on like like a
Oh, is
silk?
it when
Yoga.
you do
Aerial yoga.
the dancing
yeah,
or
and then
is
you
it
got-
dancing or is it
No, it's-
exercise?
It's more like a circus a little bit.
Okay.
Like
Oh,
you
it's
do,
like
you
you
wrap
take-
yourself around it and then you can drop or do
Wow,
stuff.
very
like,
cool.
Okay.
Yeah,
You know how to do that? You do
Yeah.
that? Oh, that's amazing.
I already did 2 shows.
Oh,
You did 2 shows.
Yeah, and there's one coming up this November.
maybe you can send over. Maybe you can send over a clip we can add here. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome to see that.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Okay. So after that.
And if I don't have, we normally go to the sanctuary for an hour or 2, and then I go back, get dinner. Lunch.
Lunch.
I'm always mixing them up with dinner and lunch.
Okay.
So yeah, lunch. And then it depends. Like sometimes I go and maybe to the beach or stuff like that. Then I go back home, walk the dog, feed my dog. Then I brush my teeth. I go to bed, and I go to bed like maybe at 7, but I fall asleep at like 10:30 every
10:30.
night. I forgot to tell you this, Mom.
So you're the young.
She doesn't know I sleep at 10:30.
Now she knows.
My bedtime is 10, but I'm just like watching on my phone stuff from 7 to 10:30.
Not tonight. That phone's gonna be taken away.
So okay, this is not related to the dogs, right? So the technology. How do you think the technology affecting kids right now? You're a kid and you're 11 and you still have the phone at 10:30, right? So how does it affect your mentality? And is it help you to grow faster? Like I mean, I had my first phone at 19, so I didn't know anything. All I known is by people telling me stuff. I still know people telling me stuff. I don't still go and look at online. But how is it affecting you to get more mature? Because I see it 5-year-old is more mature than I was at 10.
Yeah.
So I can see you. I feel like you're 16 already. So how does it affects it? Is it affecting you positively or is it affecting sometimes negatively?
Well, depends what I use it for. Mostly, all the time, like I use it for videos. Like if I don't know what the like if a dog is sick, I watch how to treat the dog. Or sometimes if we have a pregnant dog or something, I watch how to give birth to a dog like naturally and stuff like that. So I keep educating myself. So that's where I'll learn. YouTube is the best platform for learning. They have everything there.
Yeah. Does it affect any negatively? Like you see something on like even me, right? If I watch something negative on the Instagram or somewhere, I know you're on Instagram sometimes.
Yeah, my
So-
mom usually does it more than me. She even looks at this at my stories and stuff. I'm like, Mom, because I follow a lot of my friends and stuff. But if she watches it, I cannot watch it then because I have to rewatch it.
Yeah.
So like I'm like, Mom, can you stop? Follow them on your Instagram because now I'm like I cannot watch like my friend rescue dogs.
YouTube has helped so many people, right? Can you imagine doing the sanctuary and saving all these dogs and learning all of this stuff without YouTube?
That would be a big shame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
We would have to do this thing called read books, right? Nobody wants to do that.
no,
But yeah,
no.
I'm joking.
No, but it's because we don't have a lot of books about healing dogs or stuff
Yeah,
like that.
exactly.
Or you like mostly you learn on YouTube like where like how to what 2 + 2 is. Like you
Okay.
can learn how to do maths, you can learn everything now.
Mhm.
And it's much easier than finding a book and it's also much cheaper.
No, exactly. A lot of us call it YouTube University because it's basically free information
Yeah.
shared by other people who are passionate about their craft and their output. Just like you. I mean, you could start your own YouTube channel.
I already
technically.
did.
Oh, see,
But-
you're way ahead of me.
Yeah, but I'm not very
Don't
active
tell
on
her everything,
YouTube.
bro.
But I'm not very active on YouTube, so that's why I only have like 26 subscribers. Because I only have
26?
3 videos. Only
26? That's 26 more than me.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yo, it's you.
Don't ask Teja how many he has, how many people following him.
Probably 100. So, how does you affect on that little one over there?
Hello.
What's her name? Livia.
Oh yeah, that's my little sister.
Now she's going. You want to sit on the couch?
The camera needs to see you.
Yeah.
No?
Let's see you.
No.
Okay.
Maman, Elia fait dodo, ce serait un bon moment, non?
We need to get the dog in the camera.
Yeah, that's
Look
why
at
I'm
her
like
sleeping.
she's sleeping. It's a good time
Oh.
because she's very sleepy. The road is very tiring.
Oh.
Come on, Melia.
Little baby.
Say hi to the camera.
Little puppy. Here we go.
Hmm.
This is the co-star.
Yeah, the most famous puppy on the internet. I'm gonna go to the mic.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello.
she's awake.
Wakey. Time to wake up.
Hi everyone. This is Melia.
Oh, there she is.
Uh,
So tell us about Melia.
yeah.
So Melia was found at this sanctuary. Somebody abandoned her there alone in the bushes because that's why we don't want to give location to our people because sometimes people come and when they don't want dogs, they just bring them there because they know we'll take care of it.
Hmm.
So our staff found her in the bushes. She was all alone. So then we took her in and and now we treated her for everything. She was actually in very good health. She got her first pet today.
Nice.
Before coming here, we got her really nice.
Hmm.
And she's up for adoption, guys. Or
Yep,
okay.
that's right.
Okay, this one.
I like her shirt.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
both
there
of
we
you
go.
guys shirt.
Shirt and hat, all of the merchandise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was asking how do you do you think you affect to Livia positively?
Yeah, of course.
You're like a role model to her right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like the answer.
Are you
She's
saying that
conscious.
she's
doing
also
it.
copying you, watching YouTube at 10 p.m. at
No,
night?
she sleeps at 8.
Okay, all right.
She goes to school?
No, she's homeschool also.
Okay.
She also does aerial silk, just like me. She's at
Okay.
the same level as me, same rank. She does everything that I do.
Yeah.
I'm like
And what's the age difference between you two?
5.
5 years?
Yeah.
Whoa, okay. Wow.
So do you want her to follow your footsteps or you want her to be having separate?
Well, she wants to have her own little project. She wants to be a chef. She wants to learn how to cook.
Ah,
Wow.
And
That's
she's gonna cook a birthday cake for dad because it's dad's birthday in 3 days.
Oh,
Is
happy
that meant to be?
birthday, Dad.
Is that a secret?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Happy birthday, Dad. I know this episode won't come out on the time, but so belated happy birthday. What's your dad name?
Evgeny.
Okay, let's all say Evgeny.
Evgeny.
Let's all say happy birthday to Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
Evgeny.
Enjoy your cake.
Come on. No, it's okay.
Aw.
What is something that your mom and dad tells you to? Because I know you're taking care of the dogs, and also you're on influencing people right now to take care of the dogs. So you're becoming an influencer. So what does your mom and dad tell you to be like? You need to keep these things in your head when you get so famous. You should not lose yourself.
My mom, like, normally when I'm on the camera, just like this,
Yeah.
I don't get a scenario or something. I just speak it. So I'm very good at this. I just speak it. So that's what I like about being me. I don't need anything. I don't need to read anything. I just say it.
Nice.
So yeah, that's why I actually really like being on Instagram. It's
Okay.
fun. I show people the work that I do, and I tell them like how I do it and how they can help. So yeah, I really like doing it.
Have you been in contact with anybody else in the world who's similar age to you that does something like what you do?
Well, I have my friend, but he's not doing for animals. His name is Joseph, and like he's the same age as me, 11, in Bali, Indonesia, and he
Okay.
like cleans up beaches and stuff.
Recycling.
Yeah, recycling.
Yeah. I actually messaged him, and his mom said he's not ready yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, I don't know a lot of kids my age that does this.
yeah, he is actually doing recycling and using that money to pay for kids to go to school.
Yeah, like
He's-
these kids
yeah.
get educated and they can speak English, so then they can work for tourism when they're older.
That's awesome.
How happy are you listening to a like 11-year-old? I'm not sure back then 11-year-old helping things, right? Now I see two kids in Bali itself helping, like one kid paying for schools, and you're helping dogs, and also humans with the dog taking care of the dogs. Um, how happy to hear that there is people now with your age coming to help, like civilization.
Well, it's actually very good because we humans are the most like not powerful but one of the smartest creatures on earth, so we have the power to change our planet, and we have we have the power to change the mistakes that we did. So, and the younger you do it, the easier it is to do it actually. Because for me, I never was shy to speak on the mic.
Oh man, I think you just teach me something actually. Thank you.
You're doing this, right? And you're obviously doing it very well.
Thank you.
Are there other things in your heart that you feel like you also want to do? That it will be in the future. It can be further down. What are you also passionate about?
Oh my god, I'm gonna spend 1 hour explaining
Please
everything.
do.
We don't have time. I'm joking.
No. So I really love farm animals, also like cows and chickens. Oh my god, I love chickens and horses. My sister wants a horse, but we need a farm first. So we're thinking maybe getting a farm,
Okay.
like in the near future.
Yeah.
To rescue animals like Violet, our pig. She was rescued from a slaughterhouse.
Very good.
So we want to rescue more animals like that.
Yeah.
And also, I really love birds, like, especially parrots because they're so colorful and so smart.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
So yeah, I was thinking maybe also rescuing some of that.
Do you know the endangered bird and protected bird of Indonesia or Bali? Sorry.
Is it the I know how to say in French,
Okay.
but I don't know how to say it in English.
Well,
You
say it
can
in
say
French.
French. Yeah, we'll ask people to comment.
Le tourneau de Bali. It's like a white bird with a blue thing on its eye.
Exactly. It's called a
The Starling, I think. Bali
Starling. Oh, you got
Yeah,
that
something
before
like
me.
that.
Nice. Good job.
So
I actually saw one in Ubud when I went there.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful birds.
Sad that they're endangered.
Exactly.
So, What do you, as 11-year-old, what do you think about life?
It's actually very fun. Like, I get to cuddle as many puppies as I want every day. Well, almost every day. I go to silk class, and because here it's summertime, I can just go to the beach whenever.
Yeah.
What do you think you can give advice to all the gentlemen here about life?
Just
Don't know who you're talking to.
just follow your heart.
Yeah.
Make your life easy. Simple. Don't make it so hard. My life is so simple.
I think
Maybe
I'm gonna
because I don't
cry
have a
right now.
job yet.
I feel like I'm gonna cry right now.
Speaking of heart, you're breaking it. You're melting it, actually. So I mean, okay, look, I think you are the most inspiring little girl that I've met in a long time,
Yeah.
to be honest. And you're so positive. How do you deal with just the negative things that everybody has negative things that
Yes.
pop in their life, and you're 11 years old, and you probably have comments and people trying to tell you how to do this, and people telling your mom and dad that they should do things in a certain way and let 11-year-old live her life. How do you handle all of that?
Well, we don't actually get those things a lot, but sometimes I get a lot of sad moments because working with dogs is a dream. Paradise is a dream, but sometimes some of the dogs are sick and they pass away, or
Yeah.
sometimes it's very sad, but it's the risk that you take when you rescue 45 dogs.
So what would you say to other kids out there who they have their favorite pet and it's sick and it passes away? That you've obviously dealt with it many times before.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to them about that kind of heartbreak with their best friend?
Well, oh my god, I'm mixing French and English right now.
It's okay.
Oh my
It's okay. We'll make
It's all
subtitles for this.
Yeah, you need to make bloopers. It's gonna be funny. You're gonna get views.
You've got lots
I
of
think
bloopers.
there will
Me
be a lot
too.
of reels in this episode for sure because it's very rare we have a kid on the episode. So
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So when losing your best friend is something very hard, but sometimes you have to move on. But your pet will always be watching you from paradise. And I know this. Like sometimes things are just meant to be. One time, our oldest dog at the sanctuary, his name was Udara. He was very sick because of old age and he passed away. But the next morning, a lady writes us and she's like, "Hey, I found this puppy in the garbage. Can you please help us?" He is a boy. He's 2 months old and he looks the exact same as the dog. So we were shocked. So we called him Mini Udara because it was like mini dog.
Oh,
And then we were like, "Oh my god, this is like a miracle!"
that
Like
is amazing.
because we never found a dog that looked like him before.
No.
So we're like, this was meant to be.
And how's Mini Udara doing?
yeah.
Well, he got parvovirus.
Oh no,
And
what's that?
parvovirus is a very deadly virus for puppies, and it's very contagious. So that's the problem. And he passed away, unfortunately.
He passed away as well. Oh.
What are some things you can advise to the people that you mentioned the parvovirus, like to not to get this kind of virus? What is the things you can take care of before it happens?
Well, parvovirus is something like unexpected. Like he can he could have it weeks before you find out. But parvovirus, and there's a similar virus called distemper, but they have different signs. Distemper is that they throw up, then they don't want to eat, and then they pass away. And parvovirus is a bit more dramatic. They have diarrhea and stuff.
Oh no.
So it's very sad, but you cannot really prevent it. It's like because sometimes like when you walk, so I don't know, because distemper you can get it from if the dog smells like another dog's poop.
Yeah, sure. You're
But
allowed
yeah.
to say poop. It's okay.
Okay.
You when you were 10, you were not allowed, but 11, you're okay.
What? Okay. So yeah, but the parvo is like it's just in the air. Like if your dog has a low immune system, he catches it. Unless if your dog is more than like 8 months, a year old, he is safe. Like
Okay.
adult dogs don't catch it, and if they do, it's just like a cough. Like they won't die from it.
So, from learning a lot about dogs,
Mm-hmm.
what have you learned that applies to humans or yourself? What, from all of these 45 different souls, should we say,
Well,
Yeah.
what are you learning
I
from
have
them?
45 right now, but I've served many more in the past before.
Yeah, I'm sure, yeah.
So what I seen from dogs is that dogs are just like always happy. Their life is simple. Like they just want cuddles, food, and love. I'm like, why can't we humans be like that? Like it would be so fun.
Just be simple, right?
Yeah, simple.
Don't make it too hard,
Yeah.
which I do every day.
Yeah, we're actually the complicated ones. We make problems. Dogs solve problems.
Yeah, look. I'm just how happy to be here and to cuddle her.
Oh,
But has
nice.
been like this like the whole time.
So cute. What's your message that you want to
Yeah.
share to people who would watch this?
Okay. In Bali or around the
All
world?
around the world, if anybody watches it.
I have
Take
so
your
much
time.
stuff in my head right now.
There's a lot of messages, I'm sure,
Yeah.
that you would want to share, right?
My head is small, but it has like a huge center where it controls everything.
Oh yeah, I bet.
It's like a universe up there, right?
Yeah, it's a universe inside there. So yeah, a lot. You should just follow the heart because the heart tells you what to do best. Like my heart tells me to rescue dogs. And if I wouldn't be here, a lot of dogs would still be on the street and homeless. So just follow the heart. That's the best thing you can do in your life.
One of the
I don't think I
wisest
can follow the heart
11-year-olds.
sometimes. It's hard to follow the heart. Then I
Oh,
have to
man.
go back to different country.
I don't even want to start stories about what I was like at 11 years old.
Yeah.
Like, you would be very disappointed.
I'll probably eating mud on the side of the beach, playing with the mud.
He was eating mud, I was eating sand.
It's the same thing, right? Just got wet.
Oh, but I mean, it's amazing that you're so you're so kind and so patient. You're clearly you have a clear vision of what you want to do and how you want to help, and it's guaranteed if you continue doing this, you're gonna get more and more people to follow your path and do the same thing. And I think what's more important, it's not just the adults would want to watch this and go, oh wow, look what this 11-year-old is doing, but it's your own friends and the people at your own age who, you know, will have the next 80 years of their life to impact this world. You're setting up the values and the belief system that they should move forward with.
Yeah, because right now, like if we could take any change, the kids like are the ones who can really change the world because they're the next generations. So yeah.
What do your friends say about all of this? Are they like, oh my gosh, Mia's crazy, she got 45 dogs in the house?
No, their moms say this.
No, their moms say it.
They're like, don't
You
hang
hear
out
that,
with me."
moms? Stop picking on old Mia here.
Yeah, she's doing so much good.
Yeah.
And I think whatever he mentioned, I agree with that. And also, I want to add to that is that, and also I feel like you're good at what you're doing and you're confident at it. And that is rarely hard to see on 11-year-old. And I hope you keep doing this. And I hope I'll get you back in the seat again when you get 12.
Yeah, exactly. We need an update
And
in
then
the future.
13, 14, 15,
Yeah, whenever, every
16,
year.
17.
If this podcast still stays alive, I want you here.
No, exactly.
Maybe, I don't know, you can co-host with me one day, just ask questions to old gentlemen or old, like, I don't know, women, if
Yeah.
they sit in the chair. All my guests were on that chair, was always have been on my co-host. He's been a guest.
I was a guest
So-
before.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
and then
I
I got
hope-
upgraded. Oh, I got promoted.
I hope you will be sitting there one day with me and talk to guests and ask questions.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, and really thank you for what you're doing, like helping dogs, and I hope and I know they need to work so hard to build a farm to rescue horses and cows and all that.
Yeah, we're gonna be a crazy family soon.
It's like that's the movie with Matt Damon and the Life at Zoo or something. Zoo.
We'll find it.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
find the.
It's kind of they build a zoo with a lot of animals. Just take care and not for the people. So I hope it'll become that one day, and you take care of all the animals.
Yeah.
And we appreciate that you're helping dogs, which actually helping humans also. And we hope keep doing it. And you can send us the link that I can add to the video that people can donate for the more donations for you can help feed them every month.
Do you,
And
do you hear that?
Is it
That's
raining?
the sound of 45 dogs looking for cuddles at home.
Oh, I thought
We
you.
got
Because they miss you, I'm sure.
it's like Mia Mia, but in their own language.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but we already have like 45 dogs, and we take them as part of our family.
Yeah.
Next year, we're gonna be a family of 200.
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
Yeah, no.
Not 200.
Probably.
Not 200.
You're just kidding the mom right there.
My mom's looking crazy right now. She's like,
Amazing.
Yeah. Thank you for being here, and I really hope you'll be sitting there co-hosting with me.
I'm just keeping it warm for you.
Yeah.
You can sit in.
You're like my dad.
Don't say that. I'm still young.
He's gonna have one more little one probably in a few years.
Yeah.
Really, thank you. Is there anything you want to give the message to the audience? Please feel free to do that.
so if you want to help me in my mission, please follow me on Instagram and please donate. That helps us a lot. And share my story to the world. Like this, I can help rescuing dogs. Keep rescuing dogs. Thank you, everyone.
Sampai jumpa. Please follow Mia the Sanctuary, right?
Mia Healing Sanctuary.
Mia Healing Sanctuary. And if you want merchandise, you can have the hat and the
Shirt and mug and bottle and bag. And we have so much more coming up. So you're going to be impressed.
Yes. Please do
Amazing.
that. And see you guys next week. Thank you.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih juga.